If you're using diffball data source, you need some way to uniquely identify the elements, even if they're value types. So you might have a person struct, as we have here, and you might use UUID. And that makes perfect sense because you might put this in core data and you can use the UUID type in core data. However, you might want further type safety. So you might use a generic struct like this. So UUID can be replaced with an identifier, which is of type object, which happens to be person, and I'm going to have my ID, which I'm going to have as a string. And then we can initialize with raw ID, and we can give it, say, a number as a string. So it looks very similar, but I've defined a generic identifier, and this is a type person. So if you have different identifiers, say one for person, one for animal, you can't match a person ID with an animal ID. So you're using some of Swift's type safety to make your code safer and better. Don't need to tell you, that's a good thing. How do you know whether to use a generic identifier or UUID? It's up to you. You have to look at what you're storing and what you're going to use it for. A bit of experimentation? I think so.